Okay, let's deep dive into 3 important steps which are the must if you wish to get sustainable growth in Europe. As I mentioned earlier, Europe is fragmented, and you need to think country level, not Europe level. So when you have this thinking model, country level thinking, the probability you will succeed, is much higher, and the probability increases. Okay, my friends, let's move on. If we know that the market is fragmented and we need to think country level, I'm going to show examples for particular countries. So you'll see how we do this and you can take over our experience. So let's take one of our clients and in Czech, where we see year-over-year revenue growth 73%, and in Sweden with year-over-year growth 95%. So, entering these new markets, you need or you should follow 3 steps. So we will share our experience, and this is the model and this is the approach we do entering new markets. So we tested a lot of entering models, and this what we will show right now works the best. When a client says us, let's not do the first and second step as this is very time consuming, and for example we don't take these steps, the probability we succeed in the market, in the new market, significantly decreases. In our experience, if e-commerce companies entering new markets are not well prepared, it's about, so what we see from our experience, about 5–8% e-commerce companies succeed. Only 5 to 8%. So please, the other companies fail. So they lost energy, they lost time, they lost money, they fail. So please follow these steps, and I wish to give you our experience. You can follow particular steps and to get sustainable growth and to get success with a higher probability. So because this is very important. So the first is you should plan and research, then you should prepare and then promote. And you definitely, so I just advise to put a lot of attention to first 2 steps. And let's talk, so our time is right now is very limited. That's why let's talk about each step and some important moments in each step. Yeah? Right? So in plan and research stage, we analyze market, we need to understand competitors, we need to understand trend and demand. So this is not the whole list, but this is what I can, I have time to tell you right now. So, and this is a very important moments, that's why we're talking about them. So let's say you wish to market LED bulbs in Europe. So very good product, very good product for e-commerce. Why not? Let's say it could be LED bulbs. And if you wish to enter a new market in Europe, according to researchers, to many researchers and to our experience also, we see that main obstacles in planning and executing an expert strategy is lack of market insights. So, and this is absolutely crucial. You know market. If you know market, you can be ready. Yeah, for your target audience, with your messages, you know what to expect from competitors, which competitors are strong, how big is the market, and so on and so on. So and research stage, task is to get these market insights for you. So so you can get information about market using different tools. So in the world there are plenty of tools. We just will tell you and present about six tools. So, and there are free tools like Google Keyword Planner, Google Trends. There are not free tools like SEMrush, Similarweb, eMarketer, Statista, Euromonitor, and so on and so on. And there are limited availability tools like Google Market Explorer. We, as a Google expert agency, we have this opportunity to use this tool, but other companies which are not the Google expert partner don't have the possibility to use these tools. So if you need market insights or a lot of market insights, please contact us. We can help to get this information for you. So, and let's assume you consider 7 countries. So you are interested in entering 7 countries, maybe 2 countries, but let's say you wish to test 7 countries and to understand which country is better for your product. Of course, the number one thought or the number one idea you have is Amazon, right? And this is a very good idea, very good direction, but you should remember that Amazon is top e-commerce website not in all European countries. Only 4 countries, so Amazon dominates only in 4 countries: Germany, UK, France, and Italy. But you remember that we have in Europe 44 countries, so it's a little bit more than 4. So you need to consider also this information, and Amazon isn't only one marketplace you can generate money and you can sell, especially if you're going outside those 4 countries. So let's take a look on Google Market Explorer data, and you have entered your category, your product category. You have entered all necessary information, like countries and so on. And Google, according to Google data, it gives you the information that the best market you can enter with your product is United Kingdom. So best market means that you can get the most of the volume in this market, because this is the biggest market. And you can see also that Google has different factors, how Google evaluates this all information. And this the category interest is the number one factor. The category interest growth also one of the important factors. Also GDP per capita. So Google uses many factors to evaluate the situation. And but this is not only information we can get out of Google Market Explorer. For example, this chart shows us that UK really is very interesting, could be very interesting market, but it is very expensive to enter. Bubble size means cost, so we can see that UK, Germany, and Norway is quite expensive markets to enter. So you need to take this into consideration, building your entrance strategy. So what we can think or notice here that Poland and Czech Republic have not so big category interest, but it is it's very good in category interest growth and lower entrance costs, right? So you should to consider all those factors entering new markets, and you should deep dive into each market to understand where you can gain the most. So our time is limited. That's why we can take only one country for our example and discuss on this one country's example. But the methodology is almost very similar in all countries. So just if you need to analyze 2 countries or 5 countries, it takes more time. But taking into account that this is a very important stage, you need to go market by market, country by country, and analyze each country separately. You can't analyze Europe. You should analyze country level. Yeah. So okay, let's assume Czech Republic is a very good option for us because it's not so high entrance costs. It's interest category interest growth is high level. So let's assume our country or our market is Czech, where we wish to analyze a little bit more in detail. Yeah. So, but what we can get out from Google Market Explorer, also some important information about languages or queries on in which languages users are searching in particular countries. For example, here you can see that, of course, in particular country, the native language takes the most, the biggest share. But please note the English language. For example, in Germany, it takes about 5%. So, and when we know in Germany is 80 million population, you can just imagine what 5% means. So you should take into consideration this information when building or planning your entrance strategy, because you can gain more if your, for example, search ads are also in English. You can gain more revenue. So and this is faster growth for you. Right, so we take also, so we analyze all competitors. So we have a competitor list, and we analyze very close, very in detail all competitors. I mean, not all competitors, but all biggest competitors, because as usual, entering new markets, so in each market, the competition is very high for almost each product. But it's almost impossible to analyze all competitors. It's almost impossible. That's why we define the most important or biggest competitors, like top 3 or top 5, and we analyze them and what they're doing. So for us, it's very important what they are doing, right? You can define biggest competitors using different databases and then revenues, and so I mean. To get their turnover, for example, from official government institutions, but still you can just go to Google, and this is the easiest and the fastest way you can understand your competitors. So, and after we have a list of competitors, we check traffic sources from which they get traffic. This is very crucial to understand which traffic sources are strategic for them. For example, this competitor has direct, very big share of direct traffic. It means that this brand is very strong, and we definitely should look for and analyze this brand. So also we see that search is absolutely must channel also in our strategy. So analyzing competitors, we can copy paste. So, but I mean copy paste if not everything. So we don't need to paste everything, but take these most successful moments or best practices moments and to implement in our strategy. So, and here also you see that the email takes about 10%. So this is a really good volume. So, and this tells us that email strategy also is very important. So actually email marketing has very good performance, not only in US but also in Europe. So this is still this is the #1 channel with biggest or better or with the best ROI. So please take into consideration creating your strategy. So the email list is very important to you. You need to create it. Okay, so and we analyze the entrance sources, the sources from which competitor gets the traffic, and the sources when people are going after visited competitor's website. So, and this is very important to us because we can plan our strategy, we can plan placements where we should to be with display ads, with programmatic, and so on and so on. But this is very important because these placements definitely bring good quality traffic for this client. So not client, sorry, but for this competitor. So the next one, when we know that Google search is very important in our strategy, we can build budget forecast. So budget forecast and revenue forecast, and here Google Keyword Planner can help us. And in this situation, we analyzed a little bit less than 2,000 keywords, and we see that in Czech Republic, the next budget is about 40,000 euros. And you can get back 220,000 euros, and it is about 2,300 transactions. So these data are very roughly estimated, right? But still, we have already very valuable information, which what entrance budgets, at least in Google, do we need to take into account, or do we need to plan? So here we can go a little bit further, and we can calculate cost per order. So in this particular case, cost per order is about 6 euros. So for let bulk business, it's quite high, and you can't get you aren't profitable with if your cost per order is 6 euro. But you need to remember this data is roughly estimates. Then you need to remember, or you should remember, that in the very beginning, in the first months, your ROI can be positive, so it's also impossible. And when you are working on the market for a while, you generate direct traffic, you generate organic traffic. So it means that in combination with paid ads, your CPO can be, if you do everything properly, your CPO can be about 2-3 euros. I mean, cost per order. And in this situation, this is already a very good number, and you can make business with 2 euros CPO. So, okay, the next, what we are doing here, we're checking different search engine, because Google is not in each country. Google is the only one search engine. For example, in Czech, Seznam is the second biggest engine. Okay, the market share for Seznam isn't so good, but let's take a look on the website popularity. So Seznam is number 2 in popularity in Czech Republic. So Facebook, YouTube are below the Seznam. So please take this into consideration, making research and planning strategy. And Seznam can bring you up to 25% of revenue. So this is the very big share, and that's why you need this to consider and to implement in your entry strategy. Also, what we look and what we consider to analyze is price comparison portals. In many countries, price comparison portals are the must, so you should be there. That's why, for example, in Czech it is Horeca, and before you enter, you should to create a list of those portals, and you should to contact each price comparison platform and to ask them about conditions you can enter their platform, about product fit, about conditions, requirements, and so on. Because some of price comparison portals can't allow to enter their platforms if you are not local VAT payer. So please also take this into account. But still, price comparison portals are very important business part. Yeah? So price comparison portals, according it's country by country, but you can get up to 20% of revenue from price comparison portals. And this will be the cheapest traffic. I mean, the traffic will cost not a lot of money, and you will get good numbers back. So let's think about Amazon. If we are talking about Czech Republic, then Amazon isn't the good entry strategy. Okay, we know that Amazon is #1 player in e-commerce player in Germany, in the UK. But if you see German Czech case, Amazon.cz redirect to Germany. So this is everything is told. You can understand. Czech Amazon isn't the big market player in the Czech Republic. Okay, then we move on with competitors analysis, and we run here a lot of research works. We analyze competitors' category page, product page, about us section, what competitors says about themselves. We analyze competitive advantages competitors are using. We analyze search query box. So I mean internal search functionality. We analyze checkout. We analyze payment options, delivery options. So we run a really in-depth analysis of competitors in order we can understand the best practices in particular market, and then we can again copy paste, if not everything, then the best practices we can copy and we can implement on in our strategy.